Hey, yo, what's mobbing? It's your boy Kinook, man. And I ain't gonna lie, dawg. I need some answers, man. The state finally did it. They got Woody to show emotion on the stand, and this is as real as he's ever gotten. You ain't seen this yet, man? Check this out.
Now, you said that everything you told the police, you made it all up. When did you make it all up?
You keep saying everything. I keep telling you, like, I know how to piece stuff together real good.
The stuff you made up, whatever parts you said you made up, when did you make it all up?
As I go.
Did you make it up with anyone else?
I don't recall. They looking at me like that.
Okay. Mr. Copeland, isn't it true that you're supposed to be testifying under an immunity agreement?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't have a clue about none of this stuff. I told y'all from the start, y'all to put me in here. Like, I don't comprehend. I done told y'all that time after time. I don't know what the immunity agreement is. I don't have a clue. Like, I'm up under so much pressure. Like, man, I don't know. I don't even know how to answer y'all question because I don't know what type. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to be as truthful as possible. And y'all keep going back into the past. I told y'all when I was talking to y'all in the back, man, I have lied. And y'all don't put me up on here telling me that I gotta be truthful when I'm telling y'all. Man, I don't know. Man, I'm afraid for my life. Every time y'all call me here, I think y'all finna take my life, take my freedom. And at this point, I can't call on nobody for help. I don't know what's going on.
Were you told before you testified that anything you testified to in the courtroom could not be used against you?
Can you say that again?
Before you took the stand, were you told that anything that you testified to in court could not be used against you?
What you mean?
Before you took the stand, were you told by myself, Ms. Love, anyone sitting at this table, that anything you testified to could not be used against you?
Anything I testified to can't be used against me?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, last week, didn't you ask the judge? You turned around and you asked her, nothing I said could be used against me, right? And you asked the judge?
Okay.
Okay. And isn't it true that under this immunity agreement, you were told that you could be charged with perjury?
You say I could be charged with who?
Perjury.
I don't even know what perjury is.
Okay. Were you told also in this immunity agreement that you could be charged if you committed false swearing?
I was told, I asked specifically so I can understand. I asked you, I said, what happened when y'all locked me up? Y'all told me two things I go to jail for. If I plead the fifth, and if I say that I had committed a crime that I didn't do.
Okay.
So I don't know what perjury mean. I don't know. I mean, I'm afraid for my life. And I told y'all that. I told it to my lawyer. I tell it to the judge. I tell it to everybody. Y'all got me up here. I don't know what's going on. And like I said, for the crimes that y'all charged me with, I went to jail. I did all my time for it. Y'all still bring me in here. I feel like I'm on trial at this point. I'm going to jail because I don't know.
Mr. Bean said the same thing.
Questions. I don't know how to answer these questions. Y'all want me to be a witness to something I don't know nothing about.
Isn't true that even with the immunity agreement, you did not want to testify?
Can you explain it?
Sure. Even when you were given immunity, you did not want to testify.
I still don't want to testify.
And isn't it true that you feel that you were pressured by the state to testify?
I feel like I was pressured by both sides, the state and the defense.
Okay. And isn't it true that you told me in front of these jurors a couple of weeks ago you felt pressured to testify?
And I still, right now, I feel pressured to testify. Because it's not like I'm up here it's not, I can't sit here and tell y'all nothing. I don't know what y'all want me. I don't know what y'all looking for. I didn't see nobody kill nobody. I didn't see nobody rob nobody. I didn't see none of these boys do anything. I did some stupid things. I got caught for the stupid things that I was doing, and I just went from there. Like,
Tell it, Woody. Tell it.
Y'all got me up here, and I done told y'all before y'all put me up here. Y'all came to talk to me on like a Tuesday or something, and you came to talk to me in the streets. And I told you, like, I lied. And I told you that. And then y'all still brought me in here.
Isn't it true that you did not want to testify because you don't want to deal with the reality of being labeled a snitch?
Miss Hilton, I was being labeled a snitch way before I had to come to trial when y'all linked that
Exactly.
video out to social media. So
When y'all linked it.
snitch, no matter what goes on to this day. But me coming here, like I have put my faith in God's hands, and I come here and I let it be known. I guess got no choice but to be letting know to y'all now that I have told y'all time after time that I done lied.
Okay. And the snitch is someone who actually tells the truth, correct?
This Miss Hilton, like I mean, like.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
Like,
the world
I don't know, man.
feels like if you go and talk to the police at all, that you a snitch.
I mean, like, for real. It's just different if I sat here and seen somebody commit a crime, and then I saw them with my own eyes do this, and then I get in here and say, I didn't see them do that. Y'all want me to sit here and say, oh, the stories that I have put on other people's, and I didn't. Like, I would not do that. Like, and Lord knows I want to be with my family and my kids. But if y'all gonna put me back in jail because I won't sit right here and tell y'all what y'all believe to be whatever y'all want me to say. Like I mean I don't want to.
Hello, Woody.
But man, at this point I don't. Man, y'all got me, man. I don't know, man. I can't sleep at night. Like I tell you, y'all hold me in jail. Don't feed me. Don't give me water. Like if I just don't know. Like. Every time I walk in this door, I pray and hope walk back out this door. I just want to be left alone. I paid for my punishment. And I done told y'all before y'all put me right here in this seat. Time after time. I told Judge Glanville in his office. I done told everybody I can tell. And I'm telling you to your face, I know you don't have anything to do with you. You doing your job. But I've been nice to you and I've been telling you that you can't put me up here and I told you I done made it up. Okay. It's a difference if I seen one of these guys actually do something and you ask me, did they do it? If you ask me, did they do something that I actually saw them do it? And I would tell you, yeah, I saw him do that. Yeah, I was with him when he did that. But this is not the case.
And you just
exactly
what the Mikion told you, correct?
I told the police anything to get them off of me. I was going through a phase. People were shooting at me while I had my kid. And my only priority was by any means necessary to protect them with my whole fucking life. Judge.
Ooh.
Yeah, take a minute.
Ooh. God. Woody, I know they ain't just do Woody like that, dog.
Stay on the stand. Take some breaths. Calm down.
And once he finishes his breath, Your Honor, state, we conclude our questioning, Your Honor.
Well, do you have any more questions?
No.
Okay.
Judge, can I go home?
All right. No, it may be that some of the defense attorneys or all of them might have questions for you as well. So we're not quite finished yet. So take a minute.
Come on, Reggie. I'm ready to get it over with.
All right. Who's got questions for Mr. Copeland?
Okay, do you understand what I'm asking you?
Well, he didn't ask you anything yet. Do you understand what he's saying to you?
I don't understand that, Your Honor.
Maybe just ask him a question.
So the district attorney Hilton started to talk with you about what she said, verification of what you said to the police. So I want to talk to you about verification or lack thereof, okay? If you don't understand anything, just tell me you don't understand. The first one that Ms. Hilton said is that Jeffrey rented a Infiniti vehicle. Remember that? Yes or no?
I don't recall.
Do you remember she put up for you State's Exhibit number 334Y? It said Hertz on it. You were talking about some of the words on the exhibit behind you. Do you remember that?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you remember getting beaten in Club Crucial on the early morning hours of Tuesday, January 6th of 2015?
I didn't get beat.
Do you remember having your lip cut open, a knot on the
No,
top
they-
of your head,
No, I didn't have. I just had a knot on my face.
and your eye swollen. You remember that? Do you remember that? Yes or no?
I don't recall.
If that's on the early morning hours of January 6th of 2015, do you remember going to Jeffrey Williams?
I don't
Next
remember
day.
nothing from 2015.
Well, let me finish my question. Do you remember going to Jeffrey Williams the next day and explaining that you got beaten at Club Crucial and you needed a car because you didn't want to drive around in the car that you typically drive around because you didn't want to be noticed in the area? Do you remember telling him that?
I don't recall.
Do you remember saying to...
All right, hang on a second. When there's an objection on the floor, let me hear the objection and make a ruling on it, all right? Before you ask the next question. Assuming he's moved on, so we're not going to worry about that one. Go ahead.
Do you remember saying to Jeffrey Williams that you needed a car and he was driving, he had a Corvette vehicle, a rental car from Hertz? Do you remember that?
I don't recall.
Do you remember realizing that a Corvette has 2 seats and you have a child with a car seat as well as your child's mother, Deshawn, at that time, and you needed a bigger car? I'm asking questions to see whether he remembers this conversation.
Okay, sustained that. I mean, that is not a fact in evidence at this point. You
The
can
question, to ask him if it's happened.
So you may ask that question.
That's my question. Do you remember that?
Hmm.
Do you remember saying that to Jeffrey?
Saying what?
That you couldn't use a Corvette. He had a rental Corvette. You needed a bigger car because a Corvette's a 2-seater.
I don't remember that.
Do you remember Jeffrey saying, sure?
Objection, Your Honor. That's assuming facts, not evidence, and self-quotation.
Sustained.
Do you remember going to Hertz Rental Car at approximately 8 o'clock at night on January 7th of 2015 so that Jeffrey could get you a rental car, an Infinity rental car?
Objection, assuming facts, not evidence.
He can ask whether he remembers that or not.
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling this jury on direct examination weeks ago that that rental car, that Infinity, was in your care?
I said it?
Yeah. Do you remember saying that?
No.
Do you remember driving that Infinity rental car from the time it was picked up from the Hertz rental car on January 7, 2015 until it was returned on January 12, 2015?
Hmm.
Do you remember driving that Hertz rental car that we're talking about from the time it was picked up on January 7, 2015 and having control of it until it was returned on January 12, 2015?
I don't remember 2015.
Do you remember driving with Mr. Zachary? Little D. Do you remember driving with Mr. Zachary and striking cones on the side of the road on the highway and damaging the Infinity rental car? Do you remember doing that?
I don't recall.
Do you remember giving that Infinity rental car to other people on the night of January 10th, 2015?
I can't remember 2015.
Let me ask you this way. Do you deny having that Infinity rental car January 7th of 2015?
What you mean?
Did you have that car in and around your person?
I gave the car to threat.
Okay. You told the jury that you gave that car to your friend, and threat is Mr. Turner. You know his last name? True? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll take the for the court reporter as a yes. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. And you told the jury you gave the car to Mr. Turner the day of the killing of Donovan Thomas. From that morning to that night. Do you know what I'm talking about? January 10th, 2015.
I didn't mean to say that.
Okay. That's what you said.
Out of frustration.
All right. Now, you also had that rental car, not only when you gave it to Mr. Turner, your friend, but you had that rental car before you gave it to Mr. Turner, obviously, right? Otherwise, you couldn't give it to him.
I don't recall.
And you had the rental car after you gave it to Mr. Turner, right?
I don't recall.
All right. Let me ask you this. Getting to the fact that the state showed you that on State's Exhibit 334Y that Jeffrey rented the Infiniti from Hertz, you were there, right?
I can't remember.
That has nothing to do at the time of this killing, does it? That's 3 days before, right?
I can't remember.
And what you're telling the jury, or what the state wants you, I believe, to tell the jury, is that Jeffrey Williams rented a car.
Improper questioning about what the state is intending for him to say.
I think it's clear.
Re-ask your question.
Okay. Jeffrey Williams, therefore, rents a car in his own name that's going to be used in the killing of Donovan Thomas. That's what you're telling the jury.
Objection, that is speculated, that's not what he told.
Rephrase your question.
The rental car that's used to kill Donovan Thomas, are you telling the jury that Jeffrey Williams rented a car in his own name?
I don't know what car was used to kill him.
Okay. All right. So what corroborates for the killing of Donovan Thomas on January 10th, 2015? Corroborates means supports or verifies. What corroborates the fact that Jeffrey Williams rented that car with you 3 days earlier?
Objection is improper. I don't know. He can't ask. It's an improper question.
I'm asking.
I think maybe it calls for speculation. Can you rephrase it?
Sure. The district attorney started questioning you about the Hertz rental car on January 7, 2015.
My heart beating so fast right now.
Of what you said to the police. I'm asking you, how does it verify anything you told the police that Jeffrey Williams was involved in the killing of Donovan Thomas? The fact that he rented that car for you 3 days before.
Objection, compound speculation.
Sustained.
Does that
Brian missing right now.
favor for you? Does that verify anything about the killing of Donovan Thomas that Jeffrey Williams was involved?
Objection, assuming facts are
Overruled on that basis that it's not a proper question. Ask a different question.
Can you tell the jury how Jeffrey Williams doing you a favor 3 days before in that vehicle, the Infiniti vehicle from Hertz, how does that put Jeffrey Williams involved in the killing of Donovan Thomas?
objection, speculation.
They asked this question to verify it.
Okay, that's that question overruled on that basis.
How does that support your statement to the police?
Huh?
How does that corroborate or verify your statement to the police?
What you mean?
That Jeffrey was involved in anything to do with the killing of Mr. Thomas?
The police did it.
Okay. Number two, you were asked by the district attorney specifically a little while ago that Jeffrey was in, that you told the police that Jeffrey, on June 10th, 2015, you told the police that Jeffrey was in the Infiniti at the Texaco gas station. Remember that question?
I didn't tell the police that.
Right. Do you remember what you told the police?
But I told them that I don't know what I done told the police.
Do you remember telling the police, and this is, Your Honor, on State's Exhibit 378YE, June 10, 2015, interrogation of Mr. Copeland at 255:48 to 256:06. Mr. Copeland, you remember saying, just listen to the story. So they seen him. They switched cars at the gas station. Thug, meaning Jeffrey, got in the car with the girl. Thug and I think a little D. You remember saying that?
I lie and tell the police anything. This was my, anytime they question me, this was my intention.
You got him talking now.
Keep them off of me. So what I done told them was whatever I said.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play with the court's permission, Your Honor. Just for simplicity, I made this JW240N as a nice, and it's really States Exhibit 378YE. It's just easier to find the snippet, and it's from 255:48 to 256:06. It's already in evidence.
All right.
You might need your earphones if you need them.
Can you hang on a second before playing that? Miss Winfrey. This is stop.
Mr. Copeland, you may need those headphones. Tell me if you said anything different than just listen to the story. So they seen him. They switched cars at the gas station. Thug got in the car with the girl. Thug and I think little D. That's what I'm. If I said it wrong, please correct it. Okay.
I just listened to the story, so they just seen them. They switched cars at the gas station. Thug got in the car with the girl. Thug and I think little D.
What I said was right. Did you hear
That's
that?
what I said to the police.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that's what you told the police.
Objection or comments?
I said this is what I said to the police.
Yes. Okay. I'd like to show you, Your Honor, it's already in evidence, and the state is going to help play it because they just played it. State's Exhibit number 295, Your Honor. I asked permission to play. It's a Texaco gas station. Thank you. And it should be camera 10 first at 18:41:56, or when the supposed Bonneville gets to the gas station. May we play, Your Honor?
Yeah, are you asking the state to do that?
They are, yes.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. Mr. Copeland, my question to you is, during this entire video, where do you see Jeffrey Williams anywhere around this gas station getting out, switching cars, okay?
Man, I have told y'all I have made this up to the police.
Okay.
I just watched this video.
Well, we're just going to make sure the jurors see it, okay? But if you see him at all, you just let us know, okay? Stop the video. Your Honor, this started 1841. You see that white car? You see the white car that that gentleman just got out of? It's walking towards us on the screen? Okay. Your Honor, with the court's permission, I'm just going to play it in double time. If it's too fast for you, Mr. Copeland, just go to the court. Just tell the court, okay?
If you don't understand what Brian's doing, this is a slow process, but he pretty much is playing this whole clip to show nobody got out the car and got in the car with no girl. So basically that throws off and says, Woody was lying, which he's pretty much been saying. But even if Woody says, I don't recall, I don't recall, I don't recall, and does what he does with the state, the evidence will show that Young Thug was not there, even though he said he was there, obviously meaning that he was lying. So that's why he's playing these videos. And also, he threw it out there that he might have rented the car for him, but at the same time, he changed the car for Woody to do him a favor because that was somebody that he knew, but he don't know what was going to go on and take place afterwards. Sound like Young Thug to me.
So if you could slow that down and go back a little bit, time. Mr. Copeland, I want you to look at the people walking and changing cars here. We'll start at when that car pulls up. It just got into the screen. So we'll start at 19:14:47.
Nobody got out of the car.
You see the new car being entered into the screen in a moment. And people exit the car. Tell the jury when you see Jeffrey Williams in either of those cars or anywhere in the parking lot at all at the Texaco gas station.
I told you I made it up.
We know, Woody, we know, but we gotta show proof so that the jury's like, dang, he really was lying in that interview. Good job, Brian Steele. Good job. And that girl walking right there, that's a girl that's gonna walk to the other car. And y'all wanna know the craziest part? The craziest part about the evidence? Woody said that Young Thug was the driver and that they switched cars. So how would he know that? I highly doubt that Little D or the person that gave him this information was able to tell him those type of details. Cause this right here part is irrelevant unless he was there. But that's neither here nor there.
19:16:51, and that car that pulled up last just left. You see that? Yes. Audible, yes?
Just
Yes.
say out loud either yes or no instead of not, if you don't mind.
No Jeffrey Williams, right?
No.
Bingo! First lie. Keep it going, Brian Steele. Keep it going, my boy.
Unless the court says no. Your Honor, we're going to double speed unless the court says otherwise.
No, go ahead.
Okay. And now it's 1917-39 or 40. And it's we're going to stop camera number 10. Tell the jurors whether you saw any reference or image of Jeffrey Williams during that entire clip that we just watched from January 10th, 2015 at the Texaco gas station.
Like I told the state, I just told the police anything to get him out my face.
So did you see Jeffrey?
And nobody in here that watched the video didn't see him.
I'm gonna
Exactly.
go with the court's permission. It's already in evidence, Your Honor. Same exhibit number. It's a camera number 11, and there becomes an infinity vehicle. What's purported to be an infinity vehicle pull-up. Whatever. I heard what you said. So whatever vehicle you think it is, we will start at. Can you get it right before the infinity pulls up, which should be at 11:19:16. If you need your
State losing so bad don't make no sense, bro.
11:19:16. I have. Your Honor, we're starting at 11:19. Oh, that's wrong. I'm saying 11. I copied it. 19:16:06.
All right.
Not in double time. And Mr. Copeland, if you can watch here and tell the ladies and gentlemen jury if you see anyone who resembles Mr. Jeffrey Williams. And that's the vehicle that just pulled up that we are focusing on. But anywhere you see Jeffrey Williams, if you do, let us know. You see that vehicle moving outside the screen, Mr. Copeland? You see it leave the gas station, sir? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to stop it at 19:17:30. And thank you so much. And I heard what you said, Mr. Copeland. You made it clear. You were adding Jeffrey Williams because that's what the police wanted to hear. Is that true?
That's what they told me.
Because you had an agenda. You wanted to get yourself free, right? You were in custody, right? Is that true?
Right.
And in order to get out of custody, go home, you knew the police wanted to hear information that Jeffrey Williams committed crime, was a big fish. Remember that?
That's what they said.
Yeah. The police told you they wanted Thug. Remember them telling you that?
That's what they said.
Before all this information about Jeffrey Williams, you remember the police telling you, we want the big fish, we want Thug, remember that?
Yeah.
You remember the police telling you, it wasn't just local police, and that's bad enough, I'm not saying that's not serious, but you had the Atlanta Police Department with you on June 10, 2015, Detective Gaither, gang unit, right? She's in the room with you. Detective Dennis, right? He's in the room with you.
Right.
He's with the gang unit.
Right.
They told you. You had Detective Thorpe, homicide.
Right.
With the City of Atlanta Police Department, right? Correct?
Right.
And you had federal alcohol, tobacco, firearm, explosive Special Agent Cunningham at times with you in that room, right?
Right.
And Federal Agent Cunningham told you that you are an armed career criminal. Remember that?
I don't remember nothing about the interview.
Okay? Well, I'm going to play it for you in a moment if we need to. And she told you that you are getting, without parole, you know what parole is?
Yeah.
If you get a sentence, you might get out a little earlier, or you may get out earlier on parole. You know what I'm talking about?
Ain't no parole in the feds.
Exactly. So you do every day, right?
Right.
And in the federal government, Special Agent Cunningham with the federal authorities said she already spoke with the U.S. Attorney's Office about you, right? We'll play it. Do you remember her telling you you're getting 15 years without getting out every day to the door as an armed career criminal? Remember that?
I don't remember what she said.
Plus, you're getting an additional 10 years on top of that for a total of 25 years for 2 different guns, the gun at the Dunbar Center and the gun in your home on June 10, 2015. Remember that conversation?
I remember she said I was looking at a lot of time.
And do you remember she even calculated for you? She asked, how old were you on June 10, 2015?
You said how old was I?
She asked you that.
I guess.
And she added 25 years to that and said you wouldn't get out until you're 48 years of age. Remember that?
Sheesh.
I guess.
Then Detective Gaither, Detective Dennis, and Detective Thorpe explained to you that's just federal charges. You also have to deal with gang charges. Remember all that?
I guess.
That means that could be stacked or run consecutive. Do you not remember this?
I don't remember the interviews.
And you told them, I don't want to go to jail. I hate jail. Right?
I do.
Right. And you told them, I'll tell you anything you want to know. I just want to go home. Yeah, I'm not saying that's a quote, but that was your...
Sound like me.
Yeah, that's what encouraged you to tell these lies, right?
They did.
Yeah. That's why when you told them that Jeffrey Williams went to the gas station and changed cars, it's not on the video because it's not true, right?
I was just trying to tell them anything to get them out for me.
You were making it up. For that reason.
I don't remember what I told them.
Okay. We just listened to it. Remember you put your earphones in?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you told them. That was not true, right?
That's what I told the police.
And the verification there should be, if you were telling the truth to the police, it should be then at the Texaco gas station, you see Jeffrey Williams changing cars, right? If you were going to be verified, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, let's talk about you in the Infinity at that gas station. Okay?
Objection, Your Honor. Assuming facts not.
Oh.
I mean, I think.
Oh. So now he can't ask if he was in the Infinity though.
At the gas station.
But y'all can make up people being there that wasn't there.
What did this District Attorney Hilton tell you would happen to you?
Objection, assuming facts not evidence. In speculation.
He testified and said something about the back
It
room.
is a compound question.
Tell the jury what District Attorney Hilton told you on June 10th of 2015 if you admitted that you were involved in the killing.
That date was wrong.
What she, excuse me.
Try that question
Excuse me.
again.
I just got it. June 10th is the same exact date. Okay. June 10th, 2024. I see it. 2024, June 10th, a Monday. Remember meeting with your lawyer, Judge Glanville, District Attorney Hilton?
Right.
Yes? In this courthouse?
In the judge chamber.
Yeah. I wasn't there, right?
Huh?
I wasn't there.
You wasn't where?
In the judge's chambers with you, Miss Hilton, your lawyer, Judge Glanville?
No.
None of anybody here was there, right?
Brian about to get they about to lock Brian up.
Security.
Ask him about this again.
Let's get to the actual question.
Tell the jury what District Attorney Hilton told you would happen to you if you admitted in any way that you had anything to do with the murder of Donovan Thomas. Tell them.
They gonna lock me up.
So when you have this use immunity for anything you say, District Attorney Hilton told you, but you can't say that, right?
Objection, Your Honor. Improper foundations. He must ask the question that I asked.
That is testifying. I'm asking Mr. Copeland to tell the jury. Tell the jury
Woo-hoo-hoo!
what Ms. Hilton told you if you admitted to being involved in the murder of Donovan Thomas, even with use immunity. Tell what the district attorney's office would do to you.
Huh?
Objection is compounded. A compound question.
I don't think that was compound. Okay. If you admit, the way you were told by Miss District Attorney Hilton, if you admit to being involved in the killing of Donovan Thomas, you get prosecuted for that, right?
Objection is improper question to what was asked.
That's not improper.
Have him on redirect.
Exactly.
Overruled.
Is that true?
She said, if I do that, plead the fifth, I'm gonna go to jail.
And when you say, if I do that or plead the fifth, if I admit to being involved in Donovan Thomas's murder, I go to jail, right?
Huh?
That's what she told you. That's what Miss Hilton told you. Am I correct?
I didn't hear you.
Okay. If you admit that you're involved in the murder of Donovan Thomas, you get prosecuted. You go to jail, right?
Two things to send me to jail.
One is if you admit to the murder of Donovan Thomas
Let
being
him
involved.
answer the question if he's going to let us know what his understanding is. What is your understanding?
Go ahead.
Well, when I was talking to them,
Tell the jury.
I don't recall. Y'all, I don't know what's going on.
Mr. Copeland.
Man, they don't know how bad they just messed up, dog. They just messed up so bad. If Woody keep going down like this, bruh, he gonna really come through. And he not even trying to. You see he ain't up there switching up. He acting the exact same. I don't recall. Same answer that he been given. You know what I'm saying? But the state messing up bad. Brian still was up there for 30 minutes probably talking and literally already showed that Woody was lying back then. Because y'all are showing how thirsty y'all are for Young Thug. That y'all will try to make it seem like he was telling the truth, that he was there. He was obviously making it up. It was obvious. On top of that, you're breaking this man down because he's done told you. He want to protect his family. He don't want to go to jail. He don't want to get locked up. And you got that man emotional up there, bro. That was as real as Woody would ever get on the stand when he broke down, bro. And it's because of y'all. That man trying to protect his family, bro. He didn't want to go to jail and y'all still see him with everything he gave you because it wasn't true. You feel me? The craziest part is he's dancing around that whole Donovan Thomas thing because you told him that if he said that he would go to jail. So so now he's scared that if he admits it now that he's basically gonna go to jail. Because if he says that right there on the stand, the question that's already posed, the case is done. Because they're gonna say, oh well, it seems like Woody did it. He was the driver. Case is done, bro. You feel me? He telling y'all, I wasn't there. I never seen none of this stuff. I told him, Lil D told me. And when I talked to him to say, hey, man, confirm my story, what happened? He said Lil D wouldn't do that. That's why he don't rock with him, because he didn't help him get out the feds by claiming them guns. So, you feel me? It's like, bro, y'all don't understand how this was 30 minutes of Brian Steele crossing. And you still got Matthews. I know he gonna get up. Weinstein. I know he gonna get up. Sharp definitely getting up. Who else? Harvey getting up. Everybody getting up. Because all this whole RICO is based off of what Woody said. And it's plain as day. Woody was lying. You hear y'all playing videos of the police saying, man, you lying to us, man. You not being truthful, man. You not being truthful. His girl saying, Woody, what you saying? I ain't making sense. You're lying right now. Everybody's calling this man a liar. And for some reason, you want the jury to believe what he been saying when you playing evidence of them saying, yeah, man, stop lying. You keep saying, oh, man, Young Thug. Y'all not realizing that the first video y'all played with Woody, that was before he told on everybody that he said this has nothing to do with Young Thug. But then, because y'all wanted him so bad, he says, well, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you Thug. Cause see, what they keep forgetting is the first interview they played with Woody and all them, he said this has nothing to do with Young Thug. It had nothing to do with anybody. And then when he was facing charges, or he was, supposed to be the person that did this, he wanted to clear his name, he put it on them. Because he knew that they didn't do it. I don't know what other proof y'all need, but y'all think y'all have this evidence down to the T, and y'all are making things up. This is not a criminal organization. This isn't something where these is organized crimes. These are people that are just hood guys that do their own thing, who know Young Thug. That's it. Who might call Young Thug, man, I'm locked up, man. Can you help out? If I had a rich friend, I'd do the same thing. Anybody would do the same thing when they in a bond. They call their friends. That don't mean that what I did was because of him, because I claim I'm YSL. He got a rap group that he want to claim. Everybody rap. Yeah, man, you can rap. You can claim YSL, XYZ. What's the problem? I don't understand why the state does not realize that, bro. I don't understand why the state does not realize that, bro. And they just don't realize how bad this thing looks, man. It looks very, very bad. Very. Very. And if they don't find a way to actually pinpoint and prove that this stuff was done by Young Thug and the people that they claim, it's over with. Y'all gonna lose this case. Woody's a liar. He said it. His girl said it on the phone jail call that y'all played. The police said it. I don't understand why y'all thought that would help when Brian still was up there for 1 second and already showed where he was lying at. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Also, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. It's E-Kid Nuts Stupid Opinions. I'm gone.
I appreciate you for checking out this video. If you like this type of content, make sure that you hit the follow button. I'm trying to get 100,000 followers, man, on all my social media platforms. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. I'm close to 10K, but I'm trying to run up to 100K or more. So help me out with that. Also, man, I got t-shirts. Grind hard, play bro. This is my merch. If you want a shirt, the link will be in the description. If you cannot find the link, comment, E-Kid, I want a shirt. And I will link you directly, either through DM or directly in the comment section, man. And if you want to be the biggest supporter ever, stream E-Kid Nuck on all streaming platforms, man. Just check out my music, man. I got plenty of songs, different categories, different kind of music. If you want to check that out, man, I promise you, you'll find something that you like. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank you.
You couldn't walk a mile up in my shoes. They say that if you snooze, you're gonna lose. Everybody wasting time, but I'm just staying on my grind till I ain't got nothing to prove.